We are covering the topic of virtual trips using the LifeShare on-demand resources. So there are various trips that we're going to go through today. The first one is a trip to the spa. The second one is a trip around the U.S., a trip around the world, or trips back in time. So those are just some of the ones that we've come up with. I'm sure that you guys can be even more creative with the trips that you guys design using the resources that we have available to you. So we'll start out with the spa trip and the environment that you can create. This is something that you can create yourself. So you can put on therapeutic music, a calming slideshow. Through our LifeShare system, you do have the ability to do a pictures-only slideshow on demand. So remember both of these categories. When you go into the LifeShare system, you press the black LS button to exit the slideshow. You have the ability to go to the pictures area on demand and pull up a specific album and then start the slideshow as a pictures-only slideshow. So you can upload an album that's calming pictures or spa-like pictures and play them there. Or you can also go to the therapeutic music, and we do have specific therapeutic playlists that we're going to recommend for you. Okay, you can serve hot tea, have aromatherapy, put out fresh flowers, and maybe use some battery-operated candles so you don't have the open flames. And then you can also bring in a variety of magazines for them to look at to kind of get that spa feel. Some activities that we have recommended for you for your spa trip are to do nails, have various hairstyles, hand massages, face masks, foot soaks, or you can even do an activity where they do a DIY sugar scrub. If you go on Pinterest, they're very easy to find recipes, and you can put all different kinds of scents in there. And then you can also do a yoga chair workout. So that's something that you can put in your videos on demand and pull them up. So some of our resources that you have available to you are pictures, so you can put in nature albums, and videos. You can put in calm and relaxing videos from the YouTube channel. You also have therapeutic music available to you. The specific playlists that we recommend are salon day, spa day, massage, yoga. We'll go on to the next one in a second. Just so that you guys are clear on how exactly you copy a link from YouTube to add it into on demand, if you have a specific link that you are wanting this specific YouTube uploaded into the LifeShare admin channel, you just navigate up to the very top where the web address is, copy that, and you'll paste that into our specific admin section. Now, one of the things that you do want to be careful of is making sure that there are no copyright infringements. When you scroll down and click Show More, it will usually list if there's any music licensing issues. Now, this National Geographic one does not have one, but if you look at the oldies playlist for the 50s, when you click the Show More, it'll tell you that there is music in this video and that these specific licenses do not belong to the person who created this video. If you see these type of things on a video, it is not going to play correctly within our LifeShare system. Our system filters out anything that has licensing restrictions and will not play it correctly. Any questions about the spa trip and the resources that are available for creating a trip to the spa in your community? We know that right now with COVID and the restrictions that are in place, it can be hard to create these types of experiences without leaving. So we want to make sure that you're aware of the resources that you have available in the products that you are already paying for. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to U.S. travel. So as far as creating the environment, you can decorate with travel maps or even regional decor, like decor that's specific to the Southwest or the Northeast or even the beaches, that type of thing. You can create picture slideshows like we talked about with the spa. These may have landmarks. And then you can also use themed music. So If you are going on a trip to Nashville, you may have more country music themes. So different activities that you can do to promote your trip or U.S. travel is that you can have pictures and videos that help you to visit the national parks. I showed you, if you search on YouTube, the national parks, the National Geographic, they have a series of all different national parks, and it takes you on tours. You can also use zoo cams to be able to visit the different animals at the zoo. There are U.S. landmarks, and a lot of times they have walking tours of some of the larger tourist attractions. You can also have a sample of food by working with your dietary services to get a sample of food from each different region or location that you're going to be visiting on your virtual trip. You can make a craft to go along with it and maybe share memories from when residents took travels in previous times to those specific locations. You can also play a game called What Would You Pack? So you tell them where they're going and they can give you a list of what they would pack in their suitcase. The resources that we have available to you and that you can use the on-demand suite that is behind your slideshow to help you with is that we have, you can upload pictures from around the U.S. and create that album where it plays that picture-only slideshow. You can upload videos, whether they're travel or tour videos. So this is one that I specifically found of the south rim of the Grand Canyon. So you can take a look at that, and it just walks you around as if you're walking in the Grand Canyon. So you're able to take a trip without even leaving a specific room. We also have guess what categories. So if I flip back to our on-demand section and I go down to the games, when you're in the games area, you can go down to the guess what game. And in there are pre-loaded categories for you. So you can go through, they are listed alphabetically. So there are specific ones like at the beach that may be better for this specific virtual trip. So there's at the beach farm life, found in Indiana, found in Ohio, Great American Road Trip, going to the zoo, name that state capital, Nashville, stadiums, state fair. So those are all great ones for your U.S. travel trip. Okay, the next trip that we're going to talk about is world travel and creating the environment. Before we move on to the world travel trip that you can simulate in your activity room or your common areas using your LifeShare on demand, does anybody have any questions about the United States travel resources? Perfect. Thank you to those of you who just joined us. I know that you probably missed a couple of things, so if you have any questions, please let us know, and I will send a copy of the video and of the actual slide deck out to you. Just make sure that you pop your name and your community in the chat box so that we can make sure to follow up with you. All right, as far as a world travel virtual trip that you can do using your LifeShare on demand, the decor, you can have travel maps, passports, specific decor to like an Italian type theme, a Mediterranean type theme. You can have themed music, and you can even enjoy foods related to your travels. As far as activities go, you can use your pictures and videos to visit beautiful travel destinations, landmarks, tourist attractions. With that activity, you can also, we mentioned sampling food from that specific area. And you can make a craft that kind of goes along with the culture in that area. I would also recommend sharing memories from resident travels in this area as well. So they may have, like this specific one, it's from Greece. They may have specific memories tied to certain spots, and seeing pictures of it may jog those memories again. As far as our resources for world travel, pictures from around the world are always great to incorporate on demand. It doesn't even have to be playing in your slideshow. Remember, you can hide pictures from your slideshow and still be able to pull them up on demand. You can have videos of travel and tour. The one that I've shown here is actually of the Eiffel Tower, and it's an elevator ride to the top, so it's almost like you're walking around yourself and then traveling up. I think it's used, they used a GoPro to be able to do it. So if you just search around on YouTube, you can find some really great travel resources that allow you to have the experience without physically going there. As far as the other resources we have on demand, I am going to switch back to that on demand menu. If you press the black LS button, it takes you back to your home page. So we've talked about that you can add pictures, you can have videos, listen to music, play games. The podcast that's available, if you go to the Around the World podcast, there are some history podcasts that have to do with some countries in the world. Okay, and the guess what categories that we have available that go along with a world travel theme are European countries, flags of the world, landmarks, which are from all around the world, the luck of the Irish that has to do with everything in Ireland, and just major cities that are from around the world. Are there any questions that you all have about the resources that are available for you to do any type of world travel using your LifeShare on demand? If so, pop them in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you address them. And I will mention, if you guys have a specific travel destination or theme that you're really wanting to use, if you reach out to our team, we'd be more than happy to help you figure out how you want to use the system to best accommodate the things that you want to do. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to time travel. So this is a trip back in time. I know it's not really something that you're able to do in real life, but you can take these virtual trips back in time, and it can be very beneficial to your residents. Yes, being able to see pictures of weddings. So this time travel one might be a great one, Judy. They could travel back in time and see different weddings throughout time. That would be a really neat picture album to put together, especially if they have different wedding photos of themselves, their children, their grandchildren, that type of thing. So the decor, time period specific decor, whether it's sock hop or, you know, Woodstock type feel, or 80s, or anything like that that you think would be fun for them to do. We have different types of therapeutic music available, so classic country, 50s or 60s hits, 60s rock or 70s rock, and even the jazz Rat Pack are all available there to you. Some activities that you can do are using pictures and videos from a time period to look back at historical events throughout time, watch memorable sporting events, so that might be something that appeals to a lot of the men that they may have watched that with their father or their son. If there's specific clips that you can find on YouTube, that is something that is really neat to incorporate. You can also look at dances from certain time periods, movies, television clips, that type of thing. And then just having them share memories from their experiences during that time period, especially what Judy mentioned is being able to see the pictures of weddings in that time period as well. Time travel resources. So some of the resources that you can use in our on-demand section are pictures. So you can add albums of specific time periods to create your own picture-only slideshow. The videos you can show are old movie or TV show clips. I know, like the Andy Griffith Show and I Love Lucy show, they do have free use rights on a lot of their episodes, so you are able to use that through the YouTube channel. The games that are available, Name That Croon has a 50s category, 60s category, 70s category, rock and roll oldies, and even classic country. Guess what? There's a 1950s diner category, a 1950s movie stars, and then a 1950s TV show. You can also do Let the Beat Drop, because that's like the old Simon game, which is a very period-specific game. Okay, if you would like to learn more, like I said, we will follow up with this slideshow, and on here it has links to our help website as well as our LifeShare games guide. So if I click on that, it actually takes you to our games guide, which tells you how to play the games, and specific information about each of the games. So we'll send that on over to you too. You also have access, if you want to peruse the music content that you have available to you on demand, or even to schedule behind your LifeShare system, we'll share this document with you as well. And then the last one is the on-demand guide to help you with playing a video on demand. So it tells you how to access it, upload it, and just different video ideas that we have for you. So you'll have those resources available to you when we send it on over. Do you guys have any specific questions about LifeShare on-demand resources? If so, type them in the chat box. We would be happy to help you walk through any questions that you may have. If you guys have specific ideas and you just would like help talking through how you can make it a reality for your residents, I do encourage you to just reach out to our support team. I'm going to have Kim pop our support team resources in that channel. It's support@lifesharetech.com, or you can even use lssupport@spectrio.com. And then our phone number is 317-825-0320, extension 1. And I know that anyone from our team would be more than happy to help you out. So we thank you so much for your time today. We really do try to stick to our timeline. It was a short and sweet one, but I hope that it gave you some ideas, or at least started to jog your mind for some of the ideas that you guys have. If you have additional ideas and you'd like to share them with us, we would love to hear them to be able to share with other clients. But if you would like and are interested, our very next webinar that we're going to have is going to be on Tuesday, August 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be covering 5 easy ways to celebrate life with Share products. So we know right now it can be very easy to get sidetracked and forget to celebrate the happy times and the life that we have around us. So we're just going to be going through 5 quick and easy ways to celebrate life using your Share products. So as always, we thank you so much for taking time out of your busy days, and we appreciate all that you do for your communities. We hope you stay healthy and stay safe, as well as the others in your community. If you do have any questions either about this specific webinar or any other questions about the LifeShare system, we ask you not to hesitate in reaching out to our support team. So here we have our information. We do encourage you to also follow us on our social media as well as our parent company, Spectrio. You can get lots of tips, tricks, and reminders. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.